everybody. In this video, we'll continue our journey to be certified as a professional cloud security engineer. We will discuss a new module and we'll concentrate about how to secure our VMs at Google Cloud, especially how to securely connect to these VMs. We can have more than type of VMs, so we'll start by Linux machine. And to connect to our Linux machines at Google Cloud, we'll use the SSH, which is the secure shell protocol. And in this case, we have more than option. We can use the Cloud Console, which is the GUI of Google Cloud. And also we can use the Cloud SDK, which can be installed in our laptops on our on-prem machine. And it's also available directly on Cloud Shell. We have a third option. The third option is different from the first two because in the first two we do not generate any keys. Google handle key generation for us, but in the third option where we use a third-party SSH client, we have to generate the private and public part of our keys and then provide the public part to Google Cloud and keeping the private part securely at our end. So Google will not know the private part of our keys. This can be used from Linux terminal or Mac terminal or also from Windows. So we can start by going to the Cloud Console and start by creating a new VM. We can give it any name. I will call it VM1 and click create. As we can see here, there is an SSH button here. So when the new VM is ready, we can just click on its button to connect to it using SSH. When we click on the SSH button, a new window will be opened. Okay, this window represents the terminal of the new VM, and as we can see here, we do not generate any keys. Google handle the key generation. Okay, and after some seconds, we will have the option to use the terminal and give command line to this VM. So as you can see here, I can maximize the window and start giving it any command. I just create a new file and can asking to see all the files on this machine. So this is the file we have created. So this is the first option to connect to our VM and give it command. The second option is using the Cloud SDK. The Cloud SDK is either installed in our laptop or our on-prem machine, and also there is an easy way to use it by activating the Cloud Shell. I will activate the Cloud Shell and make it used in a separated window. Okay, I will choose our project, and from the command line of the Cloud SDK I can give the command gcloud, which is stand for Google Cloud. Then I can write compute, which is for the compute engine, and then I will write SSH, the name of the instance, which was VM1, and also its zone. We can go back to our VMs. Its name is VM1, and for its zone US Central 1-A, I will write it here, and I will click enter. They are asking me if you're authorized the Cloud Shell to use this command. Okay, now as you can see, the prompt have changed, so we are now inside the new VM. Okay, this is not anymore the terminal of the Cloud Shell. We are inside. So if I go here and write the same command that we wrote before, list everything, we can see here the demo 1.txt, which is here as well. So this is the first option where we are using the Cloud Console and using the GUI to connect using SSH to our VM. And here, if I make it here, we are here using the Cloud SDK from the Cloud Shell to connect using the command line. So if we go back to the command line of the Cloud Shell and right here to go to this path and I make a list, we'll see here this is the key Google Compute Engine and Google Compute Engine.pub. This is file representing the public part of our key. If I make edit Google Compute Engine.pub, you can see here this is the public part of our key that is used to connect. And this is will be happen also in the same way if you install Cloud SDK on your own machine. So now we have a third option. We discussed this the first one of using third-party SSH client. In this case, we have to provide the public part of our key to Google Cloud. So how to make that? We can go here and go to the metadata here. This way we can, at the level of the project, I will go to SSH keys and I can edit and create a new item. So this way I can create a new SSH key at my own end, at my machine, at my laptop, and give the public part here. And if I do something like that, this key will be used to connect to all your machine in the project because I put it as a metadata for the project itself. But we can have another option to specifying the key, the public part of the key, of the SSH key to the VM. When we create a new VM, we can go down and click on advanced option and choose security and manage access, and I can go here and add a new item. This is also an SSH key, but this one will only work with the VM we are inside it now, not with any other VM. The first option here, we put the key for all the VM because it's a metadata for the project, while here it's a key for this VM we are creating now. And also you have a great option if you want to block the project-wide SSH key. If I click in this will mean the keys here at the level of the project will not work for this VM. And after giving the public part of our key to Google Cloud, we can use any SSH client, third-party client to connect to our VMs. So this is the third option, where we have to generate the keys, give the public part to Google Cloud, and then using the Linux terminal or Mac terminal to connect. Or also we can connect from Windows. If we have a Windows VMs, we can using remote desktop protocol. Okay, for Windows we have to know the username and password that can be set from the console or from the Cloud SDK. And after that we can connect, and also we can download, as we can see here, download the remote desktop file at our machine, and from it we can connect to the Windows machine at Google Cloud. What if we have no external IP to our VMs? Just say we have VMs that have only private IP. In this case, we have more than a way to connect to it. First of all, we can use the jump server or the jump machine or the machine host, where this is the VM we want to connect to. It have only private IP, and we will create a new VM that have an external IP. So from our machine or our laptop or our on-prem device, we will connect using SSH to the public IP of this machine, the jump machine. And after connecting to it using SSH, this machine can see the public IP of the target machine. So in this case, we will make another SSH session to the instance that have no external IP, and this way we can connect to it. There are other options to connect to machines that have no public IPs, such as using a VPN or cloud interconnect. In this case, we will not need a machine host machine. We can make a VPN from our end, from our on-prem network, to this local range of IPs. And in this case, our IPs of our local machine will have the ability to connect directly to the local IPs of those machines. So I hope this helped you in your journey to be certified. Thank you for your time, and I wish to see you soon. Thank you very much.